As a kid, I was not serious about life. I was everything my parents hated. So my family was like, do anything. I was like, I'll do anything. Doctor and engineer, not happening. No chance. My father was like, orphanage. I realized I had nothing because I failed again. Nothing happened. I was like, oh, maybe this is not your thing. Stop doing this. But for people who get through that stage, like, okay, let me be bad at it. Let me embarrass myself. Let people laugh at me. But I know for a fact, if I get through this, I'll be good at it. I think those are the people who go on to do great things. Today I'm going to talk about storytelling and entrepreneurship because I want to. I took everything I got and I went to London to do my master's. So what if I come up with a product that they already love? And this is that product. If you watch my videos, you already know what this is. If you don't, I knew it. Okay, that's for later. It'll stay there throughout the presentation. Let me start with who I am. As a kid, I was goofy. I was not serious about life. I was everything my parents hated. But I still managed to get through my grades because I was a good student. Like, I didn't study much, but I got through exams. That's who I was. And in a similar class like this, when I was a kid, somebody came and said, bro, if you want to be successful in life, you need to follow your passion. You need to do something that you love. You need to figure out what you're good at. All of that, and that convinced me. And I started feeling FOMO because I realized I had nothing. I had no passion. I had no interest. My parents wanted me to become a doctor or an engineer. When I knew that I had no passion, I asked myself, what do I not want to do? Doctor and engineer. I hated it. I was like, I'll do anything, but doctor and engineer, not happening. So I started asking myself, I started asking people, bro, can you see some passion in me? Bro, can you tell me what I'm good at? Please tell me, bro. Everybody said, bro, you're an okay kid, you're an average kid, you're there, like you don't cause trouble apart from being a bit goofy here and there. There's no passion. And I felt bad as a kid. And I'm sure most of the kids right now feel the same way. Because for people who find their passion, they're lucky because they found it. They don't have to struggle. When I talk to my sisters, when I talk to my juniors, when I talk to people that are young, one thing I keep hearing is, bro, I don't know what I'm good at. I don't have a passion. So what will you do? Whatever my parents ask me to do. But I think for you guys, you're doing entrepreneurship. Either your family owns a family business or you're risking it all. And I did the same thing in BBA. We actually didn't have an entrepreneur specialization in BBA. We had HR, we had marketing, and we had finance. And nobody was taking HR because, come on, HR. So 15 to 20 of us stood up and we were like, sir, please have this entrepreneurship thing for our batch as well because our seniors had it. And we have a good strength, exactly like yours. It was around 18 to 20. And we all chose entrepreneurship in BBA. That's my BBA story. I had great amount of fun in Bennett until COVID hit. And then it all went downhill. So that's who I am. Somebody who has no passion, somebody who doesn't know what he wants to do. But I was like, okay, let me get through this. Somehow I found my passion. I went to a trip with my family and my family had a camera, Nikon Coolpix. Anybody use Nikon Coolpix here? You're all iPhone gang. You did.
Yeah, something cool.
Nice. So you must know Nikon Coolpix is a proper family camera that you can take to trips and all. Once I held it, I was like, this is what I would love to do. I started taking photos of everything and I started taking videos of everything I could find. I was very bad at it, but I started taking a lot of photos. I was like, this is it. I think this might be my thing. But the problem is my family hates filmmaking. So my family was like, do anything, but filmmaking, no chance. My father was like, orphanage. But I did it anyway because I think this is my passion. I started shooting short films. And this was somewhere around 2015 to 16. I was in my 10th grade. I was like, let me shoot everything and let's make short films because somehow short films moved me. They're films, but short, and I can do it. So I started doing short films. I was winning awards. You see this? This is a second best film. I couldn't win first. I still sad about it. I did events, I did random things. Ignore this, I don't know why this is here. I'm just being a pervert looking into my neighbor's eyes. But I started doing short films and I started liking it, but somehow I felt like so many things are out of my control as a filmmaker. Sometimes the cine doesn't show up to the shoot. The actor says, bro, let me change the dialogue. Bro, there's a script. You need to follow the script. But the actor's like, what if I don't? There's so many things going wrong with short films. You want, like most of the times you get your friends to shoot these films. You don't call professionals because money. And my friends were idiots just like I was. And short films in 2016 didn't work out. My first failure. It didn't work out. I was uploading these movies on YouTube and I was getting like around 100 views, and like 50 of them were mine because I was refreshing the page again and again to get views. I was asking my friends to watch, and when I look at those films now, I'm like, it's garbage. It's so bad when I started out. And that's what it is, I guess, when it comes to being good at something. You need to be bad at it first. And being bad at something is somehow looked down upon by the entire world. You do something, you're bad at it because you're a beginner, the entire world laughs at you because that's the way the world works. But for people who get through that stage, like, okay, let me be bad at it, let me embarrass myself, let people laugh at me, but I know for a fact, if I get through this, I'll be good at it. I think those are the people who want to do great things. But my struggle didn't stop here. It's not like the next slide is going to be, yeah, I made it. Because after my 12th was done, ICSE students, you're all CBSE, you're all IB, you're ICSE? Nice, noobs. Because I was ICSE too, everything is the same. The only thing about ICSE is we're a bit more pretentious. We show off that we know things. You think IB is? Okay. So in 2018, after my 12th was done, I was like, maybe filmmaking is not my thing. Maybe I had to start a brand. And that brand was a movie and TV show blog. I'll keep saying vlog a lot because YouTuber. So if every time I say vlog, it's actually blog. And this blog was all about movies and TV shows. Because what if I can't make them? Maybe I can critique them. So I started writing a lot of movie and TV show reviews in Bennett. Every day, I'm a big superhero fan. Marvel and DC fans? Nice. Let's make sure Marvel collapses because DC is coming up, James Gunn and all. Anybody watching Peacemaker? Nice, okay. It's a good show, it's a really good show, and I'm a huge James Gunn fan. I would love to make content or media like he does. He's a good mainstream guy. So I grew this blog. I was the marketing manager, I was the writer, I was doing everything alone. And this blog, updatefreak.com, grew a crazy amount of following on Pinterest because I was just spamming pins after pins every single day. I grew on Instagram, it went to 50K, but I don't have a screenshot. I did. And then 30K Facebook followers. And everything was going well. I was writing articles every single day. I was watching movies. I called Avengers Endgame the movie of the millennium, which I don't think so now. But during COVID, I don't know, I felt like maybe this is not it. I was not feeling motivated to write. I was like, bro, who writes, bro? AI is coming anyway, it's going to write articles. So I was like, this is not my idea. This is not my thing. And you see this is actually Bennett campus where I was doing my BBA, and this is my dog. He used to be beside me all the time when I write articles. This used to be my office, everything all alone. I made good amount of money through Google AdSense, but that's about it. After that, nothing happened. And that's how it was. Movies and TV show vlog called updatefreak.com. If you open the website now, it'll say it's on sale because I failed again. Nothing happened. I was just spending money on hosting services. I was like, oh, can I do it? And my heart said, bro, just calm down. Maybe this is not your thing. Stop doing this. And that's when I was like, are you serious? Are you serious, bro? If you have any doubts or questions, you can raise your hands. I might ignore them because we have Q&A, but please do. I'll at least know I'm saying some sense. In 2020, during COVID, like everybody else, I also started a YouTube channel. I was like, I'm back now. Short films, not my thing. Everything can be done by me. I was playing 2 different characters. I was doing like shorts and reels, parodies, sketches. I was doing movie reviews. And there was a time where I did facts for 100 days straight. But when I did this, my account was shadow banned, which I figured out after doing it for 100 days. So most of them got no views. It was just my friends who were watching it. And every time they meet without me, they're like, look at this guy. What a fool. That's who I was. But I kept going because I knew if I keep doing this, if I get rid of all the filth, if I get rid of all the cringe now, my content will get better. That's what I believed. And I kept going. I was doing everything for 1-2 years. I started 2 channels. One of them got to 230, the other one got to 250. Nothing happened. I just kept going. There I was, stuck again. Please don't crash. Yeah, it crashed. Okay. So basically you'll see another X, but I failed again. Oh my God. Surprise, surprise. When this was happening, I was literally at the lowest. My BBA was done. I had to do my master's. And I was doing things like this, and most of them were not child-friendly and stuff. So one day, my mom bashed into my room, and she's like, whatever videos you're making, she's a doctor, and she had doctor friends. She was like, all of my friends are watching your videos, and they're bad. They are very bad. And I feel ashamed to call you my son. Do whatever you want or do nothing. I don't care, but don't do this. This is not happening. And I must say, because the videos were actually bad, I was like doing random things that were so inappropriate. I'm still inappropriate in my YouTube videos now, which you'll find out, but I can at least not be on the nose. So you need to be there to understand them, but I was too on the nose. And I felt so bad. I think that was the first time I cried in a long time. I don't remember when I cried before that, because that was the first time it's not working out, and my family is also giving zero support. It's giving zero support. Nothing's happening. So I decided to do my master's, and as sure I was doing my master's, I was also sure about doing my master's, do my bachelor's in entrepreneurship. I was very sure to do my master's in filmmaking. I went to London. I'm super privileged, by the way, because my parents paid for all of this. Without them, this wouldn't have happened. So I took everything I got and I went to London to do my master's. I also got graduated. But here's the crazy part. This is my dad. Ignore my face. I was high on life. This is my dad. And he didn't know I was doing filmmaking. I lied to him, saying I was doing some economics or something. I don't know. He clearly didn't know. How we found out was one of my relatives met him in a marriage or something. They were like, oh, your son is in London doing filmmaking. My dad was like, doing what? That's who we find out, but he was still denying. Maybe it's just a rumor. He thought digital media or something, but I went to do filmmaking. My mom came to London for the graduation, but my dad, obviously, And while I was in London, I was doing different things. I was working at a Subway. It was right outside my college because I love Subway. McDonald's, no! KFC, no! Subway, yeah. Because health. But after working at Subway, I realized Subway is not healthy. The amount of sugar they add to their breads. So everything's a lie. I was doing short films in London as well, but this time it was serious because we were doing it for our school projects. And while all of this was happening, I was also working at a movie theater because movies, come on. I got to see free movies. And I got 12 free tickets every 3 months, so I took my friends as well. I made sure we watched all of them in IMAX. Full paisa vasool. And while I was working at Subway, I was like, bro, that YouTube bug, it came back. It was like, bro, what if you start a YouTube channel in London? So I started filming my Subway sandwich artistry, and I started uploading them on YouTube. Yes, that's me. Yes. Yeah. I thought about him. I thought of mentioning him. I was like, who knows this? But I forgot. It's all right. Yeah. But this is what I was doing. And this channel got to 500K subscribers. And my watch hours, because I was filming for hours long and I was then uploading. And people watch these kind of videos in background. They want to see how it's made. It's a good background. It's a good... you don't have to be an active viewer to watch these things unless there's the narration with that guy. I was doing this, and after 6 months working at Subway, something happened. I started hating my boss. He was very bad. He was so bad, I was like, bro, I quit. Not channel, Subway. And because I quit Subway, I had to quit my channel as well. So because it was a Subway channel, if I like, the rules and regulations in London are very strict when it comes to filming while you're on job. Because what if you do something wrong and you upload? The entire world will be able to see a mistake. What if, like, you don't wash your hands and it's on camera? But I was not telling this to my boss. Obviously, I did this and I had the option to, because they left the entire store to myself. Seriously. So pretend there's an X on the screen, because I failed at this too. Because after the Subway was done, every job I was working at, it was like proper corporate. This Subway was a franchise and the owner was a Pakistani and he didn't care much. So I could have, like, easily done something if I stayed there, but I quit. And this channel is also gone. My graduation is also done. My master's is done. This is my perfect time to start making money. But I had zero options. And after working at Subway, I also worked at other places. I knew for a fact that I would do anything but be an employee, because I hated being an employee. It's a personal choice. Again, you have to be an employee to understand you hate employee. But that was the moment where I was like, what if? Like, I asked myself, why did I fail? And it's not I failed like something big happened, I was losing money. I failed because I gave up. Giving up is a very tough thing to do as entrepreneurs, as storytellers, because we give up on ideas. But if we truly are entrepreneurs, I think we never give up on entrepreneurship altogether. And that's what I realized here. Yes, I've gave up on so many ideas, maybe because they were not for me. But I never gave up on the idea of becoming a YouTuber. So I was like, I'll do one last try. And I started filming, because I was like, if I fail this, I will go look for a job. In filmmaking, obviously, I will work under someone. Like, this one last try. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, I'll be an employee. I've lost. So I started making videos. In the first 6 months, I got to 3,000 subscribers. But that's when I realized this is not enough, because I'm not making money yet. So I set a goal for myself at the beginning of 2024. I will end this year with 1 million subscribers. I was making videos every day. I was not shooting them, but I was constantly working on videos. I was doing so many random things. I got out of my comfort zone. I was doing everything possible, because this is my last chance. I came to London. I need to be able to go back and show them I did something. And this one last try, I ended 2024 with 800K subscribers. And I hit 1 million this year in February. Yeah, thank you so much. I need it. So generally when a YouTuber or content creator achieves something, he sees it on his phone. Like, it's a very lonely process. Now I am trying to build a team, because I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I realized, I keep telling this to my colleague, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with a team. I read it somewhere, Instagram post, but it is true. I think it's true, because editing is my bottleneck now. So I found an editor, and I'm planning to go big now, make more videos. And after all these failures, not exactly failures, this is where I'm at now, 2025, giving this masterclass. Hopefully it's worth it. I almost have 1 billion views on YouTube, but if you count all social medias, I crossed 1 billion already. And that's my 1 million plaque. I didn't get my 100K one because it got lost in an airport. So when I got 1 million, I made sure, like, I celebrate. And I also started a merch store called Next Level Bro. This is my brand now. It is. So the website still is. I'll honestly tell you why I wanted to get a domain and I wanted to book a brand. And Next Level Bro, my catchphrase in my videos is next level. Bro, this is next level. Bro, this is next level. So I wanted to be called Next Level Bro, because I'm your next level bro. And I started a merch store because that's the first entry that's the first thing you can sell as a creator. So I started selling t-shirts. It's doing fine. But I also am planning to go big with other products. And this is one of those products. I'll show it to you. This entire presentation. Is something wrong?
She thought the product was the
Maybe that's how I pack it. So yeah, As entrepreneurs, we all have our procedures, we have our sequence, we all have our systems. And halfway through while I was doing this, I realized, bro, I think this is a good enough system as an entrepreneur. What if I don't start with the product? What if I start with an audience? What if I build an audience? And through storytelling, I sell products. And I thought, let's give it a try. Because I'm getting a lot of sponsors and all of that, but most of them, I know for a fact my audience won't love to use them. So what if I come up with a product that they already love? Because I build a story around it. I made fun about the products. I keep using them in all of my videos. And this is that product. If you watch my videos, you already know what this is. If you don't,
I knew it.
it's a cup shaped in a toilet. I found this, there's this gift store in Flying Tiger. It's in London, and they do crazy sorts of products and all. And what I've realized is most of the products that they have are from China. So they just import those products, put their label on them and sell. But when I found this in the store, I bought it because I knew this would do great in my videos. Every time I get this into my frame, people laugh. Because like, who expects a cup-shaped toilet? And I make sure I make food that looks like poop, because why not? And that's my way of comedy. I love awkward comedy. I love, strange comedy, because I'm trying stuff. So this product, I think, will do great. As a storyteller, when you think about coming up with products, you always think about yourself, and there's a story to this product when you're trying to sell. Let's look at Airbnb. Airbnb people, they were like, bro, we're not finding hotels and all, so let's come up with our own software. They face a problem, they come up with a product. I'm sure you all know it. But I say, why are you always looking to solve problems? What if you come up with products that just make people happy? What if you come up with products that are souvenirs? What if there are products that you can gift people to remember? What if they're collectibles? I'm in that mindset right now, but who knows? I also want to do milkshake business. I also want to do courses. I also want to do like proper big level TV and movie show projects, but all of them will be under Next Level Pro. So I'm building team for my channel and content and products, all of them together. So that is my story. And that's that. And when I say how I want to build a story, this is what I would love to show. I went to Dubai 2 months ago for an internship. You know Nas Daily? So Nas Daily was like, let me do a summer internship. So he was like, whoever wants to apply. So 20,000, 30,000 people applied, and I got selected. I also applied, and I got selected instantly because 1 million followers. So I went, all paid for, and there I met incredible amount of people. I met engineers, and for the first time in my life, I met engineers who were interested in doing engineering. Because if you're interested in doing engineering, you go to internships all paid for. If you don't, And I promise to all of the people there, I will make a video which will feature all of you. And this is the video I made because I also wanted to do something with the cup. So I went all in, and we'll see how it is. Hopefully the sound is all right. Seriously. Okay, I'll play the sound through my laptop. Hopefully it's loud enough. And this internship was AI internship. So we were given tools, everything we needed to create AI content, and AI was also provided to engineers to do engineer stuff. So this was one video I did. I had access to AI tools, so I used a bit of AI. You'll know. Whoever did this to me, I'm going to find them and kill them with my toilet cup.
But what did they do to you?
What do you do when you can't sleep at night?
You masturbate.
You have coffee. I came here, made coffee in my toilet cup, and placed it right here. I went to get Parle-G biscuit from my locker. And when I was back, the coffee was gone.
Did you call the police?
There's no police here, only cops. You have been through a lot, toilet cup. I will avenge you. What were you doing on the night my coffee disappeared?
Which night was it?
I need an answer, not a question.
If I was the culprit, I would have stolen the toilet mug too.
Be careful, you're crisscrossing the line now. I know you know something, so spill it. Bro, please say something. Anything.
Coffee is bad for your health.
Bro, I'm sorry to bother you.
Bro, I'm 15. I don't drink coffee. I drink Bonvita.
I think I know what happened.
What happened?
Maybe the toilet mug flushed itself.
What?
It's not that big of a deal, bro. Just make another coffee.
You don't get it, do you? None of you get it.
Amith, you're losing your mind.
I'm losing my mind? Duck you. Maybe you did it.
Have you ever thought about hiring a detective?
No, I am the detective.
Not only you're the worst chef, but you're the worst detective ever.
What did you just say?
You will never find me.
I will come for you. And then I'll be super exhausted, so I'll sleep for a while. And then I will come find you.
When is that going to be?
Soon. Coming soon. This, I think, is how products will be sold. I believe soon we won't be seeing ads as ads. We'll be seeing movies, but they will be ads for products because the way we consume content is changing. When you ask a kid, like this happened in America and whatever happens, it trickles down. Not all the time, but a kid was asked, like, while a Tom Cruise movie was happening, Mission Impossible, 2 pictures. One was Mr. Beast, the other was Tom Cruise. And the kid didn't know who Tom Cruise was. The movie was playing together, but he knew who Mr. Beast was. So I think that's how content will be consumed in the future. And I think slowly YouTube is becoming the next cinema. And I think this is a great opportunity for storytellers to become entrepreneurs. And there's this thing called build in public. Do you guys know build in public? So build in public is a concept where a founder starts an Instagram channel or a TikTok or a YouTube. And he also starts his business at the same time. And he builds everything in public. He makes videos about them, maybe daily, maybe weekly. And doing that will create this personal connection because people are invested in your story. They're watching you from the beginning. I am betting that the next great entrepreneurs in the world are going to be some really great storytellers. And they'll tell stories through Instagram, they'll tell stories through YouTube, they'll tell stories through TikTok, and that's how the new marketing and advertising is going to be, is what I believe. And what do you guys think about this product? Do you think it'll sell? Build something on it? Print something on it, okay.
It looks better like this.
I'll maybe do colors like iPhones. I'll drop colors, new, stuff. So if you ask me, bro, you did all of this, it took 10 years. Is it worth it right now? Like what you're doing, are you happy? This is me in 5 different countries in the last 2 years. Yes, I wanted to do it as a kid so much, and I did this all on my own. And most of them were just excuses to make videos. And I think I would love to do that. Let's go to Bangalore. Why? To make a video. I think it's worth it. My dad, he was working at Nestle. He quit his job because 25 years and he retired. Now he's a teacher. So 2 years ago, he joined the school called Gurukul something. And his students watch my videos. And they found out that he's my father. And they told him. And that's how my father found out about my channel. And right now, he calls to tell me if the video is good, it's good. If it's bad, bro, this video is too lengthy. Why don't you make it shorter? So I think it's worth it, doing this. I think most of us get the struggle wrong. We try to fight our parents or we try to fight our environment to do something. I don't think that is the fight you need to fight. You need to just do it. I think that's the fight you need to fight. And because in the end, they just want what's good for you. And if they see you happy and if you're doing good for yourself, I think they'll understand. And that's my story. Let's talk about stories. Let's make this an interactive session. What are your favorite brands? Do you have any brands that you think tell amazing stories? Anybody? Okay, I'll make this rewarding actually. Yes. Let's go. So this will be given to 2 people who ask me the most interesting questions. I will decide what's interesting. If you ask me maths questions, no way. So let's start. Anything. Do you have any questions for me? Do you want to ask me anything about my journey or how I'm doing? Or if you have, like, are you guys planning to start your own YouTube channels, do build in public? What's happening? Like, did a presentation like this happen to you before, or was it all mostly corporate? Mostly corporate. Yeah, I didn't want to be corporate, so I did it this way. So I will talk about why stories matter. There are so many companies right now that are not telling any stories but doing really well. But there are also companies that are telling amazing stories that create this image, that create this feeling in the minds of their customers. That'll make them want to stay with them forever. And that's what we want. And do you guys believe Apple is still doing some innovation and coming up with amazing products, or do you think it's going downhill for them? I think Apple is not doing enough innovation like it used to before, but people are still buying the product because Apple hijacked people's heads. Is it good? Is it bad? It's a different topic. But two people were asked, iPhone or Android, and it's found out that people don't have a problem with Android. Like Apple users, like they feel superior, but Android users, they hate Apple. Even for people who are not customers, they have a feeling about this brand, and they are still in the minds of their haters. And I think that's successful marketing, and I think that's successful storytelling. And that's why stories matter, because it'll help you a long term, and maybe Apple is planning to come up with something really new, but this buffer time that they have, their branding is working for them. That's why storytelling is really important, because you stay in the mind of the viewers forever, because you're able to connect with the customer on a deeper level. And as entrepreneurs, we have to make sure our stories stay powerful. And how can we make them powerful? We have to use what we have. And this is what we all have. As a YouTuber or an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, always remember, nobody can see the world like you do. And that is your superpower. And when you see the world through your eyes, when you're not trying to pretend to be someone, when you're seeing it like you do, it becomes genuine. And people will find it amazing. When I started making videos, I thought, who would be interested in making my videos? But now, whatever I do, people seem to like it because it's genuine, because it's my way of telling a story. And as entrepreneurs, we have to sell the product, we have to build the product, we have to build the customer the way we want. Two people start the same business. Let's say milkshake business. These two people, the decisions they make, no matter how hard you try, will always be different. And that is your superpower. You don't have to come up with a new product. You can sell the same product, but with a better story. And that's what I believe. This is what I personally strongly believe. The world has been changing a lot in the last few years. But right now, I think it has changed so much that like we are in a new world now. Think about an app, put in a prompt, the app is out. Think about a marketing campaign, put it in ChatGPT, there's a marketing campaign. You don't need a huge team. You don't need so many people. You don't need a lot of capital. Everything is so accessible now. And I think this new world will have a lot of solopreneurs. And a lot of solopreneurs will do everything on their own. Maybe they'll have stuff outsourcing and all, but I think that's how the world is changing. And I believe, are you guys using AI tools a lot, or like what tools are you using? Gamma for PPT, okay. I thought of doing Gamma for PPT, I was like, let me do it the classic way, black and white. I didn't use Gamma. What else are you using? Replit. That makes your website. ChatGPT, we are in a relationship now.
I actually use Google Gemini instead of ChatGPT. It's better.
I think that's going to be the new Android and Apple. Gemini and ChatGPT, we'll see. That's nice, interesting. And I also believe this is like the easiest. You can be an entrepreneur storyteller today, and like it's the easiest way to become one. And when that happens, there'll be a lot of competition. And I believe to beat the competition, you have to be a better storyteller, and you have to tell your story. And it can be weird, it can be flawed, it can be, the effed up word, but if it's relatable, people will connect. And I think that's how businesses will be. You saw me struggle for those many years. That can happen to you as well. But for some, it can be 6 months. For some, it can be 6 years. But you start as soon as possible, and you might think you need a lot, but I got a phone in 2019, iPhone 11 Pro Max, because I was like, Apple, I need it. And I begged my mom, she took a loan, she got me the phone. And after I got it, I felt so guilty. I have to do something about it. And I started making all of these videos on that phone. And I got monetized because of that phone. And I'm still using that phone. It's literally begging me, please bro, please buy 17. I give up because I used it so much. 11 Pro Max.
Okay.
Okay. I started everything with this, and I'm still using it, and that's all you need. That's all you need to start. But then I'm not asking you to become content creators. I'm asking you to become entrepreneurs who tell stories. I think that's the way it's going to be. It's not going to be you get in the marketing team and ask them, bro, what can you do? ChatGPT will do it for you, and you can market it yourself. It's that easy now. Let's do the last slide. Let's get talking. And people who ask me the best two questions get free diabetes. So let's start asking me questions. I would love to interact with you guys.
So I remember back in the day, everyone used to want to start a YouTube channel, and there was so much effort and thought that you had to put in it. And like at the most, you could copy someone else's video. But now AI is there, and like everyone is doing the same kind of video, the same kind of format. Do you think AI is like taking away from authenticity and like the beauty of what storytelling was?
So YouTube is the best content creation platform out there because YouTube is the only platform that pays their creators well. And this is what YouTube said when YouTube was asked, bro, AI is coming, how will you filter the content, and like will AI content be bashed or will it get spammy? Like everyone's going to start using AI. This is what YouTube said. AI is going to be a tool that you can use to tell better stories. And YouTube has that function to identify if a shot is genuine. AI can actually listen to everything that's happening in your video and determine if the video is good or not regardless of AI. So if you're using AI to tell better stories in a better way, in a more efficient way, I also believe the next blockbuster or the next Emmy-winning TV show will come from a bedroom of a 12-year-old. That's how accessible things are going to get with AI. So AI content is going to be there, but people, we are against AI and all that, but the same thing happened with digital cameras. No matter what you do, it's coming and you have to be ready for it. So I'm trying to use AI as much as possible. Yeah, that's that. Any other questions?
You said you were an entrepreneur before you started selling products, like, because you were selling like content basically. You consider yourself like entrepreneur from the start.
So I looked at my interests, like what are my interests? Storytelling and entrepreneurship. Like these were the two things that were super clear. That's why I did my bachelor's there in this thing. And I looked at the past, like is someone there? Did somebody already do this? Look at Disney. Disney was an entrepreneur, but he was also a storyteller. So I think, I'm not saying Disney is my inspiration because Disney is apparently evil these days, but that's what I think it is. Content, and Disney is actually making, like all the movies that you're seeing, they're actually ads for their amusement parks and their merchandise. Any other questions? Anybody that wants to ask me something interesting? Relationship. So I had a relationship with YouTube and I think it's going successful.
It could be. Yes, that's what he's asking.
I mean, does it sometimes ruin your life? Like sometimes you try to do something that you enjoy and then suddenly, yeah, I can make content out of this. Does it affect you?
Yes, a lot. Because as a YouTuber, if you ask me, what's the one thing that always bothers me is the uncertainty. And a few months ago, my grandfather used to ask me, bro, how long are you going to keep making these videos? Like, what if you run out of ideas? He's thinking ideas are limited. That's how his brain works. But I keep telling him I've been doing this for 10 years and I'll keep doing it. And that's the way I look at it. Everywhere I go, I see content. I see this masterclass as content.
Yeah, but does it ruin like some things for you? Like, let's say you're traveling and you're enjoying everything and suddenly you like, I need to create content, then you're making content. Does it like ruining for you or is it okay?
Yeah, I try to keep a few days where I'm like, no matter what I do, I won't touch a camera. Maybe I'll think about it because ideas come all the time. Like, I feel like you don't come up with ideas, they come to you. So they come, I write them down or think about it, but I have a few days where I'm like, I'm doing nothing. And it does affect personal space as well. My best friend is always like, you love YouTube more than you love me. Yeah.
What kind of suggestion would you give us? Any one of us wants to start content creating?
Start early and figure it out. Like I said, my first or second slide, be bad at it. You need to be bad at it first. Once you're over that phase, it'll all be nice. Because once you figure out what you love to do, and once you figure out how not to make shit videos, it'll be nice. But start right now if you want to do it this way, where you tell stories and the product sells itself. So remember, I was like struggling, no passion, no aggression. That's when I started. I did short films, not for me. I did parodies, not for me. Movie reviews, not for me. I figured out food is something I will never stop talking about. That's all I think about 24/7. So what if I make videos about it? That's how I started. You do it, you figure it out. Yes?
Any idea how to figure out when we need to move on from something?
See, I don't know. It's a very gut feeling, if you ask me. Like I said, it's tough. As entrepreneurs, as storytellers, or in life in general, it's very hard to figure out when to give up, because giving up is bad, but not all the time. So if your gut tells you this is not for you, I listen to my gut. And I also say yes to a lot of things before I'm ready, and then I figure it out. That's how I do it. Anything else? Yeah?
What do you think is the most important thing you learned?
We always think we need to be perfect. And we think we need to be perfect to be accepted in the society. That's what everyone believes, that's what I believed. But I began to realize people don't find you relatable for your perfections. People don't love you for your perfections or how perfect you are. They'll relate to you and love you for your flaws. And that's my biggest takeaway from all of this, because I started doing videos. I used to have a British accent in my previous, not British, American accent in my previous channels, because English and all. But this one, it's pakka South Indian. I stress on the R. And people seem to love it because it's genuine. It's just me, 10x myself. Yes?
How do you stay consistent?
Uncertainty is one thing that always bothers me. And being consistent, I just made a habit. It's not even a habit if you ask me. I feel like YouTube and storytelling, I didn't choose, it chose me. If I go without making a video for a few days, I think I'll lose my mind. So I think that's how I stay consistent. But then again, when it comes to consistency, it's not like I upload every week. I upload, I'm always making a video every single day. Yes? Okay. Like all of you in my video? Okay, it's tough, but we'll see. It does, but 1,000 subscribers, please. Until then, I won't consider it. I didn't consider myself a YouTuber until I crossed 1,000. Because that's when you start making money, and that's when your videos become products. Your videos become ads. And it's very hard to get to that. Oh, you started a YouTube channel. Card game. And you sold 1 lakh. I think that's a good business. That's really nice. And why didn't you go back? Is this a one-time thing? Nice. I actually love people who start doing things and then be like, okay, this is not for me, and then leave. I think that's how you figure out. You have to fail again and again to figure out. You don't need to find out what you love. You need to find out what you hate and stay away from it. But most people, they just choose whatever is there and then they realize they hate it.
Are you good at making money, or does this keep you making your content?
I think it's a bit of both. I see the money come into my account, it just makes me want to do more videos. So it's nice. YouTube, I like YouTube. I'm not trying to be a fanboy of YouTube, but I wanted to be a YouTuber as a kid. Not Instagrammer, not Facebooker, not TikTok. YouTube, because YouTube lets you make content and make money from it. Even you don't have to sell to make money. You just have to make content, people watch it, you make money. YouTube is the only platform that's doing it. But what if you start selling through it? Double income. And
Where did next level grow from?
I keep asking my colleagues, before I figured out the catchphrase, I ask my friends, bro, what's that one phrase or sentence I keep using in real life? And they said it was next level, because I couldn't know. It subconsciously happens. Maybe in this presentation, I'm saying the same word again and again. You're counting, somebody's counting the amount of times I'm saying and. So next level, it became a thing I started using in my videos, and people started to, it's nice. And that's how I made a brand. I also found a domain. Until then, I was not sure. I wanted nextlevel.com, but I couldn't find, so I found Next Level Bro, and I booked it. Anybody else? Nobody wants some chocolates? I'll go with the ones who didn't ask. You guys didn't ask anything. You didn't ask anything. I mean, you are not here technically. Okay. Are you a student? Yes. My future plans, go all in. I'll probably put all my money back into YouTube. Firstly, I'm trying to build a team now because I've realized you're not supposed to do everything. As entrepreneurs, you shouldn't do everything. If you cannot do something nice, find someone who can do it better. And I'm trying to do that now. Once everything is automated, I'll start attacking with everything I have. I'll go in with all of my product ideas and see what sticks. And the one that sticks, I'll do more. That is my plan so far. And you?
What's your goal? Like buy a car or seeing your channel 10 million?
Yeah, I think this goal thing keeps changing every now and then. But for now, I think I want to be the best storyteller on YouTube. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. And I'm trying my best to do that.
What are the 3 mistakes you made in the last 3 months which you want to work on it within 2025, within the next 3 months?
Last 3 months, so many I did. The first mistake I did,
Top 3.
top 3 was, I don't know if you know, I did the 30 days vlog challenge where I uploaded a video every single day for 30 days. I did it all alone and I realized that's not for me. I mean, it's a good challenge. I'm proud that I finished it, but no, bro. I was losing sleep. I was working every single day. I was editing every day. That 1 month was like, I didn't talk to anyone. I just felt like this is not for me. That was one mistake. Second mistake is, I'm still not sure, but I came back from London. We'll see if it was a mistake or not in the next few months. We'll see what I'll do after come. Like, my plan was to build a team and start my business right away. So I'm doing that right now. If I succeed, I think, yeah, that won't be a mistake. That's all I can think of. And maybe today, who knows, coming here. I hope you are finding enough value in what I'm saying. Yes?
So this is your first presentation. How do you feel about it?
If you ask me, as a kid, I always wanted to be called and I always wanted that, me giving a speech and me being called on talk shows or podcasts. I always wanted it. But it didn't happen for a long time until Mr. Nagendra sir called me and I immediately said yes. Even when I was like, I have nothing. The idea that you are seeing, it's all I don't know how I came up with, but I had nothing. And I was not sure, will I be able to do it? It's an hour long, but I said yes. So I think it's a success. You guys tell me if it's a success.
Yeah.
Yes?
We'll bring you back for it.
Okay, if you're doing podcast, call me. I will, my audience is not into podcast, but I love to be on podcast. So I'll be there. I'm being honest here. I'm not trying to demotivate you guys, but I think I'll take them back. You guys are asking me all vanilla questions. Ask me good ones. What's the revenue of t-shirt? It's a merch store, so it's not technically where I want to make profits and make money out of it. It's for people who want to support me.
What motivated you to keep your face?
I just wanted my face everywhere, but I put my face on it because it's much easier and much efficient instead of me going on shoots. Come on. But like I said, I wanted to do something different, and I'm not I don't hold back when it comes to doing stupid things, because I think stupid things lead to great things. Every idea starts as stupid and then it becomes great. Who knows? Now I can do all of it with AI, obviously.
So what do you think is your confidence building selling point? What makes your consumers come back to your content or your viewers?
That's actually a really good question. I think, save this part, that's actually a really good question. I keep thinking about it every single day. I want my content to be addicting. I don't want a viewer to come, watch one video and go. I want the viewer to come, watch one video and start binging all of my content. So I do so many things to make sure that happens. And one thing that I do is build a language with my audience. I pronounce things in a certain way. I say words in a certain way. I put references and catchphrases in a certain way where you'll only find them if you come watch my content. And that becomes a language with my audience. And that builds trust, and that builds if I'm watching YouTube, let me watch this. And all the other retention tactics I use, but this is one thing I keep using. I start to build a community with your audience by building a language that only you can understand. I think all the times I gave up on the idea, something in my heart or something in my head said, go back. Just keep going back. One last try. I'm saying this is one last try. Maybe if I failed, I would have tried once again, who knows. But this time it worked. And I wanted it desperately. I wanted that, being a successful YouTuber, being this, YouTube, being a YouTuber is also an entrepreneur, because your video is your product and you can also sell more things. I wanted it badly. And I don't think I would have given up if I didn't succeed until now. That's actually a good question. Maybe. Yeah. Bro, you didn't ask anything? Think then. Okay.
Have you considered stand comedy is a big thing now, right?
I'll look at this video and then I'll think about it more. Because I have your laughs as well. I'll see, like, I'm basically doing this to see myself and see what all I'm doing wrong and correct myself. Who knows? I'm not just into stand-up comedies. YouTube, if you're a YouTuber, there's one thing that you have to make sure that your content is not, like, all the meet points that you have with your audience is just not online. There has to be something physical. You're meeting them, or there's a physical product, there's something happening outside the online world. And I think doing events, I'm not sure what events I want to do. Maybe I'll book an entire restaurant and I'll sell a few seats for subscribers. They can come hang out with me. I give a speech, we all have food. Or maybe events like stand-up or anything. But I am planning on doing stuff.
You're calm. You're still very funny, but
Okay.
you're more calm.
Okay.
Hey, he is. But you're more calm and you're more like.
The way I think it is, though, the person that you see me in my videos is me but 10x. It's me but to an extreme. That's how you start, because easiest way to stand out.
He's your next level, bro.
Yes. But I also think, like, I'm a very introvert guy in real life. When I'm off camera, I'm like just to myself and I'm a silent guy. I don't talk much. And I think that's why I love doing videos, because I get to be that person on camera. And I just love to be that person. Sometimes I'm like goofy, sometimes I'm just fun, but I cannot be that throughout my life. But on camera, I get to be that. Maybe that's why I keep doing my videos. Bro, your thinking is very... It's your phone that rang? Oh, it's your... Should have been yours. Yeah, what did you ask? Actually, I figured out this hack with this YouTube channel, and thankfully I did. No matter what you do, people have something to say. Do good, people have something to say. Mr. Beast, obvious example, because my colleague, he cured 100 people's blindness. And people went, why didn't you do 1,000? What about the other blind people?
No, he did 1,000.
So what about the other blind people? No matter what you do, people have an opinion. So why not capitalize on it? So in all of my videos, I make sure there's at least one unfunny joke. Because funny jokes, people laugh. Unfunny jokes, they comment. That's a good question. Yeah, I've figured out shorts. I get millions of views on shorts. Long form, I'm still yet to get 1 million. I'm hoping I get it this year. Shorts, like, look at it this way. People always say shorts is bad, long form, it's going away and all, but think about it this way. When are you watching shorts? While on a train, maybe with your friends, or like you're trying to pass that 1-2 minutes standing in a queue. That's when you watch shorts. But when you're relaxed, when you're sitting in the house, when you want to chill, you watch long form, unless there's Instagram. But that's the difference between short form and long form. And I think in the near future, it's going to get more extreme. If it's a short story, it's going to be a short, and it has to be less than 2 minutes. But if it's an experience, it's going to be a long video that is half an hour or an hour long. So for that, long videos are going to be there. I think that little gap, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I think that's going to go away. So people will choose either this extreme or that, or you can do both. Yeah, finally. Come on, there has to be something nice.
Like, if there was one message you wanted to give, like, it could be anything, like, about yourself or, like, about your opinions.
We always think about what our brand stands for, what should it mean. We all have different things in our mind when we are building brands. For Next Level Bro, I know for a fact that this brand will stand for making the world a little happier. It can be through content, it can be through products. I think that's what my brand is going to stand for, and that's what I want to share with my audience, or I just want to do that, make this world a little happier. Every single day, I'm trying.
What makes them engaging? What is the essence of good story?
This question, there's so many answers to this. Like, I can only give you one answer, but it still won't be enough. Good storytelling. What is the definition of a story? Anybody knows the definition of a story here? It has a lot of definitions, but somebody said this to me and it stuck. The way I look at it is, it's an anecdote of life. And this is not the only definition. There's more ways to define a story. But that's what a good story is. It is real, it is genuine, and it's an anecdote of life. That will make it better, but you can have so many tactics. Instead of using and so, use but. I'm planning to eat a biryani today, but I don't have money. Instead of saying I'm planning to eat biryani and I don't have money. But makes it interesting. That is one way of making stories interesting. And for YouTube, storytelling is all about the first few seconds. For shorts, the first 3 seconds, you have to make it as interesting as possible. If your video flops, it's because the first 3 seconds are not good. Same goes with long videos, the first 15 seconds. You have to make it engaging. You have to make sure the viewer gets what they want in the first few seconds. That will make good storytelling on YouTube.
From failures, like, I mean, everything that you mentioned probably took a toll on your mental health and your family and everything. I'm so sorry.
In all honesty, when you look at Einstein or when you look at great philosophers or scientists, when you look at their life, you only remember Einstein for E is equal to mc square, and you think he did it in a day. But most of these research papers, most of people's great works, books, whatever it is, they happen over a long period of time. There will be days where you're doing nothing. There will be days where things are not working out. And when you look at the bigger picture, whatever I felt, whatever happened to me, it doesn't actually matter. You have to go through them. And if everything was happening to me all at once, then it would have been a problem. But it happened to me over the years. And I think I needed that to happen for me to be here. So that's that.
Currently, use of AI itself has been bad, or the way it has been used in content creation is bad?
Okay, because AI is now out, people are throwing everything at it. So that's why it looks bad and it looks like brain rot, you all know. And Instagram is I uninstalled Instagram because the feed I was getting was so bad, this is not for me. And most of it was AI slop. And it happens all the time. Every time something new comes, we throw everything at it. And once people figure out, okay, I think this is how it needs to be used, people will use it well. And there are so many regulations happening, who knows if they'll be actually strict, but hopefully that stays well. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It means a lot. Hopefully it helped you guys so much. If you take nothing from this presentation, I want you to take this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yes. And also the 2 people I think that ask good questions is going to be you. Yes.
The cameraman stopped recording the video here, so I guess you'll never know who the second diabetes winner is. But thank you for watching the video until here. It means you love me, and I love you too. A lot.